Welcome to Mad Cat English. Today's lesson is an introduction to infinitives. My name is Maria, and I'll be your teacher today, so let's get started. In our previous lesson, we saw that we can say, I like dancing. And dancing, as a gerund, is the object of the verb like. However, is this the only way we can say this? No. I like to dance, and it means the same thing as I like dancing. We can do this also with other verbs. I like to cook. I like to read. I like to exercise. All of these verbs with the to plus the base form of the verb are called an infinitive. So, how do we use infinitives? Well, just like we saw with gerunds, they act as nouns. So because they act as nouns, they can be used as objects. And as objects, they come after certain verbs. So just like with gerunds, it's important to know which verbs infinitives come after. And that, once again, is a very good question. So here are some verbs followed only by infinitives. Agree, decide, expect, hope, need, plan, refuse, seem, tend, want. Now again, this is a good list of verbs to start with, but these are not the only verbs that can be followed by infinitives. Even so, it's time to take a look at some examples. Here again, we see the same basic sentence pattern of subject, verb, object. And we have a good list of examples of verbs followed by infinitives. Now let's try it out. Please answer the following questions using infinitives. And as always, please remember to use complete sentences when answering the questions. What do you hope to do after you graduate? What do you plan to do this summer? Where do you want to go on your next vacation? How do you tend to feel in the morning? Okay, now that you've had an introduction to infinitives, let's take a moment to test your knowledge by correcting the mistakes using infinitives in the following sentences. I need to buying a new laptop. The correct way to say this is, I need to buy a new laptop. It's important not to confuse infinitives and gerunds and to keep them separate, remembering that the infinitive is combined by to and the base form of the verb, which means you do not add ing. Tyler refuses eat fish. The correct way to say this is Tyler refuses to eat fish. Again, we need to remember that an infinitive is made up of to plus the base form of the verb, so we cannot leave out to. Leslie agreed to stay late if necessary. The correct way to say this is Leslie agreed to stay late if necessary. The infinitive uses the base form of the verb, so it should not have any ending on it at all. We expect to successful. The correct way to say this is we expect to be successful. So please remember to include the be verb before an adjective, even in the infinitive form. Okay, I hope you enjoyed our lesson on Introduction to Infinitives. My name is Maria, and Mad Cat wishes you mad English. As always, if you have any questions, you can email me anytime at madcatenglish@gmail.com. I hope to see you again for our next lesson. Thank you.